Hello everyone and welcome to the Mylio Photos Coffee Break. My name is Angela Andrew and today we're going to be talking about offsite library protection with Mylio Drive Plus. This is a brand new feature that just shipped this week in Mylio Photos 24.4 and I'm going to walk you through how to set this up. So we're also going to discuss some of the pros and cons of this service, who needs to use it, who should use it. But before we dive into today's topic, I'd like to just remind you that we have a lot of great events coming up for you guys. If you're new to Mylio Photos, or maybe you stepped away and are coming back and trying to get reacquainted, make sure you check out Lori's program. Lori is also here in the chat helping out, making sure you guys have all of the useful links. She also runs this program called Ready, Set, Go. And it makes sure that you have the building blocks you need to be successful with Mylio. It goes in phases every month. She has classes 5 days a week. You have a morning and afternoon option, and there's also a self-paced option if those times don't work for you. So I encourage you to check that out, mylio.com/ready-set-go. We also have live Q&A every Tuesday and Thursday at 11:30 a.m. Pacific. You're welcome to jump into those sessions whenever you like and ask me questions about photography, Mylio Photos, family history, kind of anything within that realm is fair game. So I hope to see you at those sessions. And then every Friday we have these coffee breaks. And if this is your first time attending, what we're going to do today is a short tutorial and we'll have some time for Q&A at the end. Next week, we also have a couple of sessions for you that are going to be particularly cool. We have our first user spotlight series here. So we're going to be inviting Mark Jacobs, who actually is here as an attendee today. And he and I are going to be demonstrating how to do non-destructive editing with Mylio Photos and On1 Photo Raw. So if you're looking for a cool advanced editing workflow that doesn't necessarily have to do with Adobe, this is going to be the show for you. Not only are we going to talk about photo editing, but we're also going to talk about some photo restoration techniques. So for those of you in the camp of doing family history projects, this might be of interest to you as well. And then next Friday, as kind of the sequel to today's coffee break, we're going to do customizing device syncing with sync collections. And that's another new feature in version 24.4. We might touch on it a little bit today, but we'll go in depth on it next Friday. So hopefully you guys can make that as well. So let's go ahead and jump in to the presentation today, which is Offsite Library Protection with Mylio Drive Plus. So what we're going to cover today is, what is Mylio Drive? What's Mylio Drive Plus? What the heck is Secure Cloud? What does it have to do with Mylio Drive Plus? Lots of new terms are thrown around here. Who should use these services? And then we're going to go into setting it up. And I'm going to walk you through setting it up on my own system. I have not done this yet, so we're going to do it together. So the first question here is Mylio Drive. What is it? This is something that comes with your Mylio Photos Plus subscription, no additional charge, and it syncs optimized images. So what it does, it puts your optimized photos that are about 5% the size of the original into the cloud in an encrypted format, so only your Mylio account on one of your devices can decode that, and it facilitates syncing and setting up new devices. So essentially you don't have to leave a computer on at home. When you're out and about and you want to pull up some pictures on your phone and share those with your friends, you can get really good quality pictures. Those optimized images are good for printing up to 5x7. They're visually indistinguishable from your original quality photos, but they take up a fraction of the space. So we store those included with your Mylio Photos subscription on our servers at no additional charge. And that just makes for a really great experience when you're out and about. Don't have to leave a computer on, always have access to all your photos at that optimized quality. It is optional, but we do recommend it for all users. If you are very cloud averse, then you might not want to turn the service on, and I totally understand, but it is encrypted. Your data is your own. Nobody is going to see your stuff but you. So that's what Mylio Drive is. And if you're a Mylio Photos Plus subscriber and you haven't yet set this up, I'm going to show you how to do that today as well. Next question is, what is Mylio Drive Plus? This is where you're going to add on that secure cloud subscription, and Mylio Drive Plus is the device that you're going to see in Mylio Photos. So when you go into your dashboard and you're looking at your list of devices, Mylio Drive Plus is what you're going to see once you've added Secure Cloud. It has broad file support, whereas Mylio Drive, the version that comes with your Mylio Photos Plus subscription, only supports optimized images, no videos, no documents. Mylio Drive Plus allows you to also upload videos and documents at full resolution. So this can be used as a vault. You don't have to use it as a vault. You can selectively sync certain things to it, but it does give you the option of having your entire library at full resolution in the cloud. It is also fully encrypted and again, absolutely optional. So that takes us to Secure Cloud, and what that is the cloud storage subscription that partners with Mylio Drive Plus. And this provides offsite storage of original quality files. As I mentioned, it's encrypted and secure. It is powered by Backblaze, which is one of the industry leaders in, top class cloud storage. One of the benefits of using Secure Cloud over some other storage platforms is that the servers are unthrottled, meaning that a lot of cloud storage, especially ones that are more consumer-based like Google Drive, Microsoft OneDrive, you're going to get fast upload and download speeds for a couple of files, but then they throttle you because you're using up too much of their bandwidth, and then it's going to go really, really slow. Unthrottled servers don't do that. So Backblaze, that's one of the reasons we chose them, is it does not throttle it. You're still at the mercy of your internet speeds. That's a different story. But it's going to be one of the fastest cloud experiences out there and going to give you a great experience. Finally, just to kind of reiterate, your data is yours when you use this service. Your images will not be sold. They will not be used for advertising. And Mylio does not do any AI training on your stuff. We respect your privacy, and your pictures, videos, files are yours. So that's what Secure Cloud is, and it's the partner subscription that goes along with Mylio Drive Plus. So let's go ahead and go to the next slide here. Who should use this service? So if you don't yet have an offsite storage solution for your media, this is a great option. So anyone who needs offsite storage to complete their 3-2-1 backup, this is a good choice. And for those of you who aren't familiar with 3-2-1 backup, what that is you want to have 3 copies of your data on at least 2 different types of media, with one of them offsite. Basically what that kind of looks like in real life is you have like your working copy, and that'll be on maybe one hard drive. And then you're gonna have a backup copy maybe sitting on your desk as well. And if hard drive 1 fails, you have everything on hard drive 2. And then you have your offsite copy. This is your disaster recovery. So let's say you have some sort of natural disaster, you can't get out of the house fast enough, you don't have time to grab your hard drives and things like that. And maybe everything in your house is a loss. That offsite storage is what protects your memories long-term and makes sure that they're safe and secure. So whether you're using Mylio Drive Plus with Secure Cloud or some other offsite storage, it's really important to have that offsite copy for safety. So what this service provides is an easy turnkey setup. Now, Mylio Photos lets you use a lot of different cloud services with Mylio Photos. You don't have to use Mylio Drive Plus with Secure Cloud, but what we enable you to do with this particular service that we're bringing to you is it's an easy turnkey setup. You're going to see just how easy it is to set up. If you've tried to set up an S3 server with Mylio Photos, you'll know it's a little bit more complicated. It's totally doable, and you can bring your own S3 cloud service. But Mylio Drive Plus and Secure Cloud is super easy. You also have the option to use precision syncing. A lot of cloud services make you back up everything. Mylio lets you, whether this is not just with Secure Cloud and Mylio Drive Plus, you have the option to choose what goes in the cloud. So you want to make it a vault and have everything? Awesome. If you want to conserve your storage space and maybe manage your cost and only put certain things in the cloud, Mylio lets you do that too. One of the benefits of choosing Mylio Drive Plus with Secure Cloud is that we have the opportunity to test, control, and troubleshoot. When you bring your own cloud, you bring in a third-party service that you're using with Mylio Photos, we can only be reactive. So if that company changes something, we have to react at that point and then try to figure out what's going on. We will absolutely try to help you with the services that we support, but we can't provide as good a support as we could with a product that we control. And that's what we're bringing to you with Mylio Drive Plus, and Secure Cloud is a platform that we have much better control over and that we can make sure works seamlessly for you. We also have some future functionality that will be particular to Mylio Drive Plus only and Secure Cloud. And that's going to be things like sharing full resolution files and with shared albums and shareable links, and future account-to-account sharing. Now, I can't give you a timeline on these things, but those are features that will be unique to Mylio Drive Plus and will not work with other cloud services. One other question I've gotten a lot is if you are already using Backblaze B2 with Mylio Photos, can you port that over to Mylio Drive Plus? And unfortunately, the answer is no. They're kind of like two doors to the same building, but unfortunately those buckets cannot be merged. So you're gonna have to do one or the other. For those of you who already have a good cloud storage option set up and running, there is not necessarily a reason to change. Mylio Photos or Mylio Drive Plus with Secure Cloud is cost competitive, meaning it's not going to be significantly more or less expensive than what you're using. So you can go ahead and make that call, and when is a good point to switch over if that's something you want to do. Today, if you've got a solution that's already working for you, you might not need to switch. You can stick with what you have. There is no pressure. This is just one additional option that you can add to your toolbox if you need it. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about how to set this up. I have a few screenshots that I've put in here because I already have my Secure Cloud subscription paid for. And I'm going to switch over to my app and walk you through that portion towards the end. But I want to show you what you're going to have looking at here in the app when you first log in and you don't have this set up. So if you have not yet set up Mylio Drive, you're going to have an Enable Mylio Drive button right here. When you click that, you're going to have this option to enable Mylio Drive. Go ahead and click that blue button. And then you're going to have the option to either be done. If you want to just stick with what's included with your Mylio Photos Plus subscription, click the Maybe Later button. If you're ready to go ahead and upgrade and add that Secure Cloud storage plan, you can go ahead and click Choose a Plan. If you click Maybe Later, what you're going to end up with is back at this, you're going to see here you have Mylio Drive enabled. And then up here at the top, you have your Add and Add Vault. This is to add new devices. When you add Mylio Drive Plus, you can use either of these buttons. If you want to do a custom setup, choose the Add Device button. If you're just ready to add it as a vault and you want everything to go to the cloud, and when I say everything, I mean everything, all your photos, videos, documents, metadata, all of it, all of that's going to go to the cloud, you would choose the Add Vault button. Once you do that, you're going to see a list of options here, and you're going to choose Mylio Drive Plus. From there, you're going to be prompted to choose a plan. And when you click that button, it's going to open a web page. And this is where you can go in and see what options are available for you. You can choose Mylio Drive Plus or Secure Cloud Storage at a 2 terabyte tier or in increments of 5 terabytes. It comes out to $5.99 per terabyte. There's no discount for bulk. And again, if you switch to the yearly option here, it's the same price. It's just you're paying for a year in advance. So it's up to you which option you choose. From here, you're going to go ahead and go through the checkout and follow those on-screen instructions. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and switch over here to Mylio, and we're going to go ahead and set up my Mylio Drive Plus. So I mentioned earlier that I already have a paid for Secure Cloud Storage, which means I went to the website to account.mylio.com and I purchased my Secure Cloud Storage. It's important to note that just by purchasing the Secure Cloud Storage does not automatically set it up in the app. That is a separate step. So you can see here when I go into my dashboard, up here at the top, it now says Set up Mylio Drive Plus. The app knows that I've purchased, but it has not yet attached to my application. Because if you scroll down here and you take a look at my Mylio Drive, it still just says Mylio Drive. It doesn't say Mylio Drive Plus. So from here, what I'm going to do is go ahead and click on Set Up Now. And I do want to make this a vault, meaning I want all of my files to go there. If you want to do something different, you can choose Custom Setup and choose a different preset to use. For now, I'm going to go ahead and say cancel on that. Let me go back to Setup Now. I'm going to choose Vault, and looks good. And folks, that's it. That's how easy this is to set up. And if I go ahead and scroll down now, you'll see this says Mylio Drive Plus, and it is starting to crank up all of my original quality files. That is how super simple this setup is. If you've gone through and done an S3 cloud service with your Mylio Photos Plus, you'll know it's a lot more complicated because there's a lot of setup you have to do on the S3 server side, and then a lot of information you have to go ahead and put into Mylio so Mylio knows where to put it. This is so much easier. Like I said, if you already have your S3 service set up and you're happy with it, there's not a big reason to change. But if you have not yet set up an offsite version of your media, Mylio Drive Plus is an excellent option. So with that, I want to go ahead and open up the floor to questions because I'm sure you guys are going to have a lot of them. But hopefully this was a good tutorial to get you started with Mylio Drive Plus. I'm very happy with how easy that was to set up, and it's just going to be an awesome thing to be able to have the peace of mind knowing that my files are backed up and they're protected, they're encrypted, and that I'm going to be able to access them from any of my devices at original quality.